Hey YouTube, it's me, Ashley, a girl and her flowers. And welcome back to my channel. It's a little gloomy here in Michigan today, so hopefully my lighting is good. I guess I'm gonna have to invest in one of those ring light things because I usually use natural light in my lamp to make my videos, and Michigan is not trying to give me any light today. So anyway, so as you can see by the title of this video is called How to Lose Weight. More so how I lost weight before my surgery, and then a few little tips and things I've learned along the way. So before I get into that, I hope everybody's having a great week so far. Looking forward to the weekend ahead. I feel like every time I go one day without making a video, I feel like I'm so behind. My hair is growing, guys. I've decided not to cut it anymore. I think I'm just gonna let it grow from low. So yeah, so I decided to talk about this because it seems like my weight loss is a bigger topic that people quite ask me about the most, especially lately because I've been getting rid of some of my larger clothes. So if you know anybody who wears a 2X or a 3X, let me know. I have a lot of clothes that I'm just kind of letting go of, and I'm getting new things, mostly from the thrift store, because I really wanted to wait until it plateaued before I started shopping. Because if anybody knows me, you would know I like to shop. So before I get into how I lost weight, I'm just going to give you guys a little bit of update on my weight loss since my surgery. I'm at 120 pounds lost. But that's not since my surgery. That's since I started the weight loss program, which was in January of last year. So a little over a year, I've lost 120 pounds. I haven't showed you guys my scars lately. I got on a lot of clothes right now. And I'm just now getting comfortable with my arms, because there is some skin stuff happening. But I'm not at a point where I would need skin removal. I love this hoodie. It doesn't belong to me, but I love it anyway. But I wanted to show you guys my scars a little, because I haven't in a while. And in one video, I want to show you guys my tattoos, because I have this tattoo on my thigh, an elephant, and it looks different to me. My elephant lost weight. But anyway, so here I am about to show you guys my scars. So, there's the bigger one. And those ones, I still gotta work on that. But that, what is that? Lint from the dryer. But anyway, so that's what my scars are looking like 6 months post-op. And again, I know I have a ways to go. But anyway, here we go. So let me tell you guys a few tips that I learned about how I lost as I've been losing weight. So the number one tip, which is deep in my channel, is self-love. I learned first and foremost that I had to truly just surround myself in love for myself. Not surround myself, but I know the word I'm thinking of, engulf, or just really submerge myself in self-love. You're not going to be able to get to where you want, especially if you want to lose weight, if you have a lot of self-doubt and pain inside and mental health issues. It's hard to kind of become better when you're on the outside if you don't try to become better on the inside first. I'm sorry, I got a new bra. I can't. Okay. So you got to start on the inside. You really have to fall in love with who you are internally, because you're going to be making lifestyle changes that are huge and drastic when you really want to lose weight. Because first, you have to, after you do that, then you have to recognize where you are lacking as far as your health is concerned. I don't like this thing being in my view, so there we go. So for me, it's snacks and chocolate and all that bad stuff. First, I want you to know that for me, I didn't have to omit those things from my diet completely. I just had to have less of them and smaller portions of things. So if you eat out a lot, when you go out to eat, cut your food in half, put some in a to-go bag immediately, and then go stick it in the car. Or Another thing that I learned when I go out to eat, before I used to just eat and eat and eat. And if I'm done and I feel full and my friends aren't done, then you might end up picking at those french fries or picking at things on your plate. But if this is so gross, but I would like order a cup of milk or take a cup of water and I would just pour it in it, and then it would become unattractive to me anymore. Or just have them take it away. And you don't have to just keep eating because your friends are still eating. You have to recognize that, okay, I'm done and now I need to move on. Another big thing that I learned during my weight loss process is that I had to redevelop my relationship with food. So a lot of us, unfortunately, look for food as a pleasure thing, or it's like a thing to do, like, oh, let's go out to eat. But if you try to go, instead of let's go out to eat, let's go to a museum, let's go to a zoo, let's go to the movies, let's do something other than having to eat in order to, fulfill boredom or to just have something to do. And then recognize that food is not for pleasure. It's not for joy. Food is for nourishment, and food is for energy. And once you realize that that is all food is for, and, really immerse yourself in that, you'll really understand that your relationship with food can also be your downfall in your weight loss, because you can work out all day. And I know you've probably heard before, but if you hadn't, weight loss is 80% diet and 20% exercise. So if you work out every day, all day, you're not going to necessarily become healthy and lose weight if you're still eating all these bad things and not taking care of yourself internally, and also still having these bad foods. And then find alternatives for your favorites. So for me, my favorite is pizza, or it was pizza. It's not so much anymore because of the size of my stomach. I'm unable to really stomach too much pizza, but pizza is like a thing for me. And so I started looking for alternatives. There's cauliflower crust pizza, and I promise you, it doesn't taste that bad. And there are other things you can do. If you love ice cream, I love ice cream. I used to be able to eat a pint of like Ben & Jerry's or Talenti in one sitting. So I recognized that I kind of wanted to get to the bottom of that, because I would just keep eating. So I got these little Skinny Cow ice creams, Chili Cow, that's what they're called. And you get 2 half pints, and they're like 180 calories for 1 half pint. And you get that fulfillment of finishing and completing it without all the guilt you're going to have after you've had a whole entire pint of Ben & Jerry's, which Ben & Jerry's is good. But you got to recognize that you can't eat that much. And the serving size, I think, says like 4. So you're really supposed to have the Ben & Jerry's in 4 servings. But when you're someone like me who just loves ice cream, I'm going to eat till I get to the bottom, when that's not really the healthiest way to do things. And the Chili Cow comes in like brownie batter. There's like a sea salt caramel or something like that. That's like my absolute favorite. But it has a lot of different flavors and it tastes really good. I like Halo Top, but this one to me tastes more like ice cream. And for me, Halo Top tastes a little watered down, and it doesn't give me the sweetness that I'm craving when I want ice cream. So Chili Cow. And you can find alternatives in almost everything. There is a better option for the things that you love, and they're not going to be spot on, and you're not going to fall in love with them immediately. But once you keep on having them, then you're like, oh, it's not so bad. And it has to be a house change. And I know that's difficult, especially for mothers or parents or people who live in a house with roommates or whatever the case may be. When everyone is on a different diet, it makes it so difficult. If you want Chili Cow, but you open the freezer and there's like tubs of Edie's and Ben & Jerry's, and you're like, but I want that, and that's right there. So for me, since I'm home with my children, I just have to have alternatives for them that are healthy, that if I grab a cauliflower fry, which are really, really good, then it doesn't taste so, it's not so bad for me, and they're enjoying it as well. And then a tip for people who have roommates, I have so many tips today, is to get yourself like a little refrigerator with your snacks and things in it that are for you. You can't, phone's about to die, as always. You can't expect everyone, especially if you live in a house with other adults, to change their diet, but you have to recognize that temptation can be a game changer. So if you cut out that temptation and you have your food separately, it's going to benefit you in the end, because you're not going to go into the group refrigerator for something when it's in yours. And then yeah, you just have to really be adamant and important. Someone I talked to today was telling me about them being lazy and meal prepping. So I want to say that for meal prepping isn't for everyone. I did meal prep a lot before, and I don't meal prep anymore, but I did before. But what I recognize for me, like a lazy person like me who's very busy and doesn't want to necessarily meal prep all the time, is if I can just will myself one day out of the week. It doesn't have to be Sunday if Sunday is not your day. It could be Monday, it could be Tuesday, it could be Saturday, whatever day it is. If I can will myself for 1 hour to just prep my food for the week, then it's going to save me time in the long run. You're going to get more sleep, which sleep is extremely important. And that's still something that I struggle with. Your sleep health, it can really affect your whole entire day, your whole entire life, your physical, your everything. So it's important to get your sleep. So if you're meal prepping throughout the week, then you don't have to get up earlier to get a lunch. And it's already there ready for you. So if it's in the morning and you don't have time, if you grab something and put it in your bag, then you're not at work or at school during lunchtime and you're stuck with these unhealthy alternatives because they're right there in your face. And avoid the vending machine. There are like a few things. I had once saw this thing like what I could have in the vending machine, and one was like peanut M&Ms, but you only can have a couple of them. Or sometimes there's like healthy snacks in there, but it's just better to have your own, and it's also more cost efficient if you pack your own food and you have your own lunch. There was something else I wanted to say about food before I moved on to exercise. Pay attention to the serving sizes. So if you're a chip eater, and look at the bag. If you buy a big old bag of like whatever, and it says 20 servings on the back, that means it's 20 servings. And when you're looking at those nutritional facts, that is for one serving. So if you buy big bags of things, the Ziploc bag that, like, soon as you get home from the grocery store, put it in a Ziploc bag, separate it in baggies, and then you have that baggie. And don't grab the big bag, because it's easy to, if you got the big bag, to just eat until you realize, oh crap, I made half a bag of Cheetos, and that's not what it's supposed to be. The serving sizes are there for a reason. And granted, you shouldn't be eating that unhealthy food anyway, but if you are going to have it, at least recognize that you're not supposed to have the whole entire 24-ounce bag of it. You're supposed to have an ounce or a couple ounces, or, you know, if that's what you're going to do, then at least do it right. Don't overindulge. Don't overeat. And if you have a hard time, you know, changing your attitude towards food, then look at the bad things as a reward. I'm going to give myself 1 week of healthy, 1 week where I'm going to do so right. And on Saturday, I'm going to have a Reese's egg, or on Saturday I'm gonna have a half pint of ice cream. So all week I'm like, okay, on Saturday I'm gonna have it, and it's tough, but you can do it. And then another thing is your liquid intake. It's important to have a lot of water, and I'm still struggling with that. There's an app called, it's Plant Nanny, that's what it's called, and you put in your weight. It tells you how much water you should have per day. And as you drink water, you water your plant, and your plant grows and lives. And it's like you're taking care of something while taking care of yourself. And then lastly, exercise. So I'm still a little not really all the way there with exercise. I did want to do a video as I get more comfortable putting my full body on the camera to show you guys what my weight loss looks like. Well, not my weight loss, my meditation routine looks like, and my yoga, what it looks like, because that is kind of where I started. Actually, I started with walking. So I'm a music lover. I stick my headphones in, I turn it all the way up, and I just walk until I don't want to walk anymore, and then I have to turn around. And then it's like, okay, now I've done a couple miles without even recognizing it, because I got so into my music. And then don't think that you have to go straight into doing like HIIT, or straight into doing like rope training, or lift, you know, bench pressing 250 pounds. Start small. Starting small is better than tiring yourself out immediately. And if you only can do two push-ups, then do 2 push-ups for a week, and then do 3 push-ups for a week. If you only can do 1 sit-up, then you do 1 sit-up for a week, and then you do, I mean, the more that you gradually get yourself up there, next thing you know, you'll be doing 50 push-ups with no, without a sweat off your back, if that's the right term. Without it, whatever, it's just going to come easier to you, but you got to start somewhere. And so those are my little bit of tips on how to lose weight. I am open and available to talk to anyone. I know that a lot of us struggle with our relationships with food, and I think that is like one of the biggest things for me. And of course, self-love. I'm always pushing that to you guys, and not going to the store hungry and having a list and sticking with your list. It's hard, but what I do is I spend so much time in the produce department that I don't really love being at the grocery store. I don't mind it, but I spend so much time in the produce department that when I'm going through the other aisles, I don't really want to go through Oreos, and I don't want to go through chips and things like that. So I've spent so much time getting things that are good for me, the good and the green, that it's great. And then once I buy a house, I'm going to start gardening. Grow your own if you can, because you're going to feel pride when you eat it, and you're going to nurture it better because you know it's what you need to survive. You need this food, you need this energy, and it's up to you to grow it. It's up to you to get it to a healthy point so that it can be good for you. So those are my tips. I wanted to show you guys like more of me, but I'm still, let me back up. There we go. I'm still getting comfortable kind of putting myself out there, but there I am. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos. And I'm not the most popular YouTuber in the world, but I really do enjoy talking about the things that I talk about. So please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And also next week is my 1-year YouTube anniversary. I'm working on a video right now. You guys know my editing skills are not all the way up there, but they're getting there. I did make a little video. It's a couple minutes long. It's like 3 or 4 minutes. And it's just showing my transition, and it's been amazing for me to watch. Even not just how my face has shrunk and my body has gotten smaller, but my confidence level. It's crazy because my first video, it's very clear that I had no confidence, and here I am. And now this video is 17 minutes long, so if you made it through, thank you. And yeah, so until next time, mwah.